When does hypnotherapy not work? The truth is that just like any type of therapy, hypnotherapy does not always work for everyone or in every situation. Contrary to what some people may believe, it is not a panacea or a magic wand. I wish it was. While everyone can achieve positive results in some form from hypnotherapy, there are clear factors that can enhance or limit its success. In this video, we're going to have a look at each of these, and in knowing them, you'll have the highest chance of success if you do ever have sessions. Factor 1. Lack of commitment or not really wanting to change. This is probably the number one reason that hypnotherapy fails. Hypnotherapy is a partnership, not something done to you. I've spoken to people in the past who expect to be instantly fixed while not committing to the process. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. Hypnotherapy requires active participation, and clients must be committed to make the changes. This can include listening to the hypnotherapy soundtracks at home, being open to the positive suggestions, not fighting them, taking responsibility by recognizing that hypnotherapy is a tool, not a miracle cure. Factor 2. The problem is severe or unstable. Sometimes hypnotherapy will not be the right option. For example, in the cases of undiagnosed conditions, if a client's challenges are symptoms of a severe, underlying and unmanaged psychiatric or neurological condition, for example, severe psychosis, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia, hypnotherapy is often not the best option. People who have these symptoms may need to seek a diagnosis or clinical clearance from their GP or specialist before commencing hypnotherapy. Acute crisis. If a client is in the middle of a major emotional or psychological crisis, for example, severe suicidal ideation or addiction withdrawal, their primary need is immediate psychiatric or clinical stabilization. They should immediately contact their GP, seek help at their nearest A&E, or call a specialist crisis helpline like the Samaritans, which is 116 123, or the NHS Choices website or their helpline on 111. This prioritizes immediate safety and medical support above all else. Factor 3. When the client's environment is unsupportive. Change is incredibly difficult when the environment around you is constantly pulling you back to old patterns. For example, in the cases of active conflict, if a client is in an abusive relationship or an intensely toxic work situation that they are unwilling or unable to leave, the constant stress and trauma will undermine the positive work done during hypnotherapy. Unrealistic expectations. Hypnotherapy can help you manage your reaction to a situation, but it cannot change other people or external realities. If a client expects hypnotherapy to fix their abusive boss or put right a failing marriage that requires both people's input, they will be disappointed. Hypnotherapy empowers you to change, not the world around you. Factor 4. A poor therapeutic relationship. While both online and in-person sessions can be highly effective, the connection between therapist and client is vital. This is known as the therapeutic relationship. Barriers to a healthy therapeutic relationship can include lack of trust, Hypnotherapy relies on trust and rapport. If you, for any reason, do not feel comfortable, safe, or trusting of your hypnotherapist, whether due to personality, approach, or perceived experience, the process will unlikely be effective for you. How to check the therapeutic relationship. Use the free initial consultation to assess the fit. This is the very reason why they are so useful and necessary. If you leave the consultation feeling uneasy or unsure, there is no obligation to continue. Conclusion: when hypnotherapy doesn't work. So we've looked at when hypnotherapy is less likely to work. Here are the top 3 things that make hypnotherapy most effective. 1. The client is highly motivated to change and willing to do the work. 2. The client is ready to let go of the problem and the old pattern. 3. The therapist and client have a strong, healthy therapeutic relationship. If you believe that these 3 conditions are met, then hypnotherapy can be one of the most powerful and effective tools for creating the change you desire. Ready to take the next step? Are you ready to explore how hypnotherapy can help you to achieve lasting change? If so, click the link in the description to book your free, no obligation initial consultation with me today. Not quite ready for a consultation? Subscribe to my newsletter and receive free hypnotherapy soundtracks to ease anxiety and help you sleep at night. You'll also receive my monthly newsletter containing lots of free tips and useful information, and of course, no spam ever. Click the link in the description to sign up and get your free soundtracks. Still have questions about hypnotherapy or my services? Find answers to common questions on my FAQ page. Find the link for that in the description. So there we go. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting. And I'll look forward to seeing you in another one very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye.